us to know that your wedding cake was burnt and melted. And she told me it was soft.
And the burnt part being chocolate cake.
The people were confused. I said, do you know what I said? I'm telling you the cake. But I said it's chocolate cake. That's how it's supposed to be. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erima if you haven't seen me before, and if you're a returning subscriber to my channel, what's up, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. As always, today we have a guest. My sister is in town and I had to drag her to come and do this video with me, so please introduce yourself.
Hello guys, my name is Udo. I'm Erima's sister and this is my first video ever on YouTube. Okay, this is our first video ever, so let's forgive her. She'll ease into it. We were having a conversation yesterday and we were just laughing our heads out, talking about childhood experiences that we've had. Talking about our most hilarious childhood experiences, and it just clicked. I said, let me come and do a video. Not every time we have a very serious video, so we're just going to do a video where we are just laughing. We're going to be laughing. Forgive us. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be laughing our heads off in this video, so please forgive us. But yeah, I hope this is fun, and we also want you to share your embarrassing family, growing up stories in the comment section so that we can all relate. Give this video a thumbs up right now. Yes, thumbs up. I'm very disoriented. Give it a thumbs up right now because I know you're going to enjoy it. And without much ado, God help me in this video. Let us get into this video. So first thing I want to say is that my first language is actually Igbo. So we speak Igbo at home. So I just pray that some of these juicy, funny stories are not lost when I translate to English. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. So who will go first? Me or you? No, you.
Okay,
go first.
So the first, in fact, if you know me, if you have known me for a while, I would have told you this story. My dad, I love you. I love you. Don't take this story. Do you know the story I want to share?
I think I did.
Okay. So my dad, I grew up in a family where it's kind of tough love, right? So one day we were baking. My older sister, not her, my older sister, we were baking, and then we had finished the batter and stuff. It was left to put it in the oven, and we are trying to put it in the oven, right? So we on oven not we on. We put on the oven again. Nothing. We tried everything. My brother came out from the room and said, let me try. He put on the gas cooker and lit a stick to put in the oven. We tried everything and nothing worked. The oven refused to come on. So at that point we were already saying, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And then my dad comes out from his room and he overhears the conversation. And then he's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean that gas cannot on? Gas had been service the other day. The gas that was just serviced the other day. What do you mean it cannot come on? I say we are trying. He said, what do you people mean?
You don't know how to use anything.
You don't know how to use it. They give birth to people in the house when there is gas cooker and you don't know how to use it. What do you mean? And then he enters into the kitchen. Us the half sense, we are standing. Us the half sense, we are standing to light the oven. It will not work. My father said, bring chair. What do you want chair? We bought chair for him. He now sat down in front of the oven. He now sat down in front of the oven and said, bring the mastic. I brought the mastic.
Oh my goodness.
Bring the mastic. I brought the mastic. He don't even the mastic like this. Guys, there was fire everywhere. You didn't believe it.
We all too tired.
Our sister that was actually in the kitchen with us, she's quite immobile. She was in there. The way she died, I said, so you don't want to die too?
The truth is that nobody actually wants to die.
Nobody wants to die. My father started saying, yeah.
already in the party. My father was already saying, no. This is the devil. Yeah, we're playing soup. This is the devil. Throw it away. Throw this money away. Let's stop.
Nobody should go close to the gas cooker.
Nobody should go close to the gas. Throw away this thing. Don't worry. Let it waste. This is the devil. Come back here.
This is the devil's work.
I thought we did not go to school. We did not know how to use it. God, my head is paining me already. I was just on the first one. I think the most hilarious thing that actually happened that day was what John said. I don't know if you remember what John said.
What did he say actually?
Because my dad was in front of the oven, right? All the hair.
Okay, yeah. I remember.
All the hair.
Got once. Because my dad is quite hairy.
My dad is very hairy. All the hair on his body got burnt. And then John, when everything has settled down, not immediately, maybe about 20 minutes later, John just said, He was telling our older sister, say, Auntie, God, how do I say this in English for it to make sense? Auntie, Imana, when you didn't matter, there's nothing in a human being that they go to.
My goodness.
Daddy, but like, that is very
roasted goat.
I don't want that to feel like I'm picking on it. But my next hilarious moment growing up was actually also my dad, right? So my dad came one day. I think this was, I don't know if it was immediately after he retired, so he had a lot of time. He came and now said he wants to start cooking. He wants to cook okra soup. We say okay. Okay, no problem. He now went to the market. My dad is really hands-on, so he went to the market, got things, and said he wanted to cook okra soup. Next thing, my dad now, I was trying to cut the okra. My dad said, no, why are you cutting it with your hand? You people should be modernized. I have bought blenders.
I can imagine.
I have bought blenders. I have brought choppers. Why would you be doing this with your hand? You people should learn how to adapt to technology.
Yes,
so,
I can imagine.
Blender. You know, my father say yes. You don't have to be. You just have to blend it twice. I said, no problem. At that point, I told my dad, I don't have a problem cutting this thing. But I said, let us do it. Let us blend it. Go and bring the blender. Don't cut again. Don't cut again for me. I said, no problem. We now went to go and bring the blender. My dad doesn't blend it. My dad poured all the okra all inside it. He blended the first one. John is the person that used to live with us at some point. John said, Daddy, blend yours, or should I continue? He said, continue, my friend. Blended it again. Next thing, the whole okra was puring. The okra was puring. My dad said, perfect. Look at it. This is bring down the sliminess or whatever of the okra. Next thing, my dad carries all the meat stock in the house, all the ingredients in the house, and makes this his pots of okra soup that the okra is swimming inside. Oh my God. My brother comes back. My eldest brother comes into the house and he says he's very hungry. My friend tells him, hold up.
I made okra soup special one.
So my dad finishes cooking and now he dishes the food for both of them. They were sitting side by side in the parlor like this. Nobody got the food. But the cooker and the cooking.
What was wrong exactly? Too much pepper?
That's what he said. What do you mean, more warming? He said he needs more warming. Before the soup is good, it needs to be warm. Fresh soup, it needs to be warm.
Oh my goodness.
That soup stayed in the freezer until my mom just got angry. I carried everything. Because my mom was actually upset that he used all the meat stock in the house. That soup stayed in the freezer until my mom just got angry, carried everything, and just threw it away. And that's the end of the story. Till today, my father believes he's a chef. What?
Don't you know I'm a chef? When did they give birth to you?
Do you know when I started cooking?
Do you know when I started cooking? My mother is a chef. Do you know what?
I started cooking in primary school.
In primary school. But I got the truth is that my mother has never cooked anything that is edible to the entire house before. So we just have to put it out there. Okay, I'm talking. But my head is aching
Okay. Growing up now, this one is a little bit weird, not really funny, right? It's a little bit weird because of the story. Okay, when we're in primary school, I had some cousins, okay, and we normally used to travel to our village, okay, almost like every 2 weeks, weekends, and we travel every Easter and Christmas period too. So I had these cousins that I always move with, you know, and they are all guys. Like growing up, I think I was, what would I call it?
A tomboy.
A tomboy, yes. I think I was a tomboy growing up. So in primary school back then, I can remember when we would travel to the village, I would always roll in the midst of my cousins, okay, my male cousins. And funny enough, I was on low cut then, and I've not developed anything here. So my chest was flat, okay. So when they wear polo, when they wear a t-shirt, I wear a t-shirt. When they wear short, I wear short with them. When they wear trousers, I wear trousers with them. So like, I think one of my male cousins actually got confused. I'm telling you, like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. He didn't tell me back then when we were growing up, or like when we were little. He didn't tell me back then. He told me when I became like a full-grown adult after secondary school. That's when he told me this story. He told me, you did this, something I really wanted to tell you. And I'm like, okay, go ahead. He said, do you remember then when we were growing up, like when we used to come back to the village and all that? I said, yeah. You know, I was expecting something like very different. He told me, do you know, you used to confuse me then. I said, me? How? Confuse you? He said, I'm telling you, I've never told you this, but I really want to tell you. You used to confuse me then. I said, confuse you how? He said, it's very weird, but I have to really tell you this. I thought you were a boy. Oh my goodness! Oh my God! I'm telling you, this was like the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I said, me a boy? He said, yes, because you
like he was playing with you. Okay, guys, for a little bit of background, we come from an insanely large family, right? So every December, you get to meet like new cousins that they don't really just know you. So they just know your own check. So they have cousins that I have that I don't even know how we're related, but I just know their own check.
Exactly.
So it's actually possible for them to think. And they were really with you like their fellow man.
I'm telling you, it was so weird.
Oh my God.
He was so serious. He was just serious saying it. I was like, wow, are you serious? He said, honestly, I used to think you were a guy. I said, me, a guy? He said, yeah, because you will always talk like us, you move like us, you wear the same thing, you wear your low cut, there was nothing on the chest, you know? And I was like, are you serious? So I actually got you confused as a little child. He said, yes. That it was now after secondary, like when I was now matured enough during secondary school, that he started seeing something. And I said, oh, so that means actually, Udo is actually a girl. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
It's funny and weird at the same time. I'm telling you.
Right, just engage in the comment section. Any hilarious childhood experience that you have. So I think, yes, this last one was with my older sister. Our older sister, Amaka.
Okay.
So when she came back to Maya, and she now started baking, like taking non-baking jobs.
Okay.
My sister is a self-taught baker. At this point, she hadn't gone to any school. She was just winging it. She believed she had the skill, all of that.
Yeah.
We got a job. Somebody called us. It was our first wedding cake. We were shouting. We said, we have a job. Wedding cake job. We're very excited.
I can imagine.
At that point, we didn't know that you know how we level cakes now. So you do like different levels of cake, and then you now put frosting in the middle, and then you stack them up.
Okay.
Then we used to bake it whole. They let me. We used to bake
it whole. That's how. We now looked at this and I said, this cake is high. That means we have to fill the pan very well.
Okay.
I say yes, because then I was the assistant. I say yes, we have to fill the pan very well. We fill the pan to the brim. We now put the oven inside. We now put the cake inside the oven.
Okay.
The top, the ground was okay. But the up, if you put something in it, it will still come out like, the cake is not done. No. So we knew that we had to give it time. We're giving it time. We said something is burning. We said something is burning. And then let's say we'll bring out the cake again. We'll put something in the middle. It's still not done. The cake was burning. The cake was burning
from the under.
From the under. So when we now finally we are tired, at that point we say okay, we'll cut the cake into half. The one that is done, we'll now put back the remaining inside and now let it. We now butter the cake. Half of the cake, like the thickness of the cake, from the bottom to like maybe 2 inches.
Okay.
Black.
I can imagine.
The wedding was the next day.
Oh my goodness.
Start trimming. We now say, as we are trimming this cake, the cake is now becoming soft.
Of course now.
The cake is becoming soft. So what are we going to do? My sister said, baby girl is on the come here. Let's cover this cake. Let's cover this cake. What's going to happen? Let's cover this cake. How much did they pay someone for us to get? Because they pay us that person. We can't even afford to do another cake. How much did they pay us? So let's cover the cake. We now covered the cake. We covered it was a 3-step cake, I don't forget. We covered the cake. And then after the next day, we now went to go and set it in their wedding hall. First call they called. Say, the cake is bending. The cake is bending. We now say, at that point, we didn't know we were supposed to use the well rod to hold the cake, and we were supposed to put a stand, put the well rod. Say, the cake is bending. What's happening? So the person didn't say the cake is bending. I think the person said the cake is melting. The cake is melting. He said, how is the cake bending? I said, it's bending to one side. I said, do you know? We didn't know what the problem was actually because at that point we didn't know about the well. He said, do you know what is under the sun? He said yes, that they had to remove it and then rearrange the hall and bring the cake back. But I said, that's the issue.
It's the sun that is melting it.
Say that's the issue. It's the sun. You don't take the cake under the sun. That kind of cake, that particular kind, you don't take it under the sun. That's the problem. Next thing they called us. They called again. I think they now wanted to share the cake. They now start sharing the cake. They say, they now called us again. It's like the cake is gone. Guess what Stamaga said? Just guess. Just guess.
The deal is done.
It's chocolate cake.
Okay, because of the color, the both color. That means it's automatically it's chocolate cake.
They take on their penny like when she entered the country, take on the baby about this like 10 years. Now when I saw my wedding cakes and I saw the walk up, apparently she has gone to school, she has educated herself, she has trained hundreds of people at this point. When I look at my wedding cake and the walk up art she created, I remember the first bride she ever had. Apparently she actually apologized and she took a cake to them later, but to know that your wedding cake was burnt and melted and she told me it was soft. Oh my god. I think that's like
and the burnt part being chocolate cake.
The people were confused. They said, do you know what you are saying? I'm telling you the cake. But I say it's chocolate cake. That's how it's supposed to be. Oh my god. My head is scattered. I laughed out my head.
Okay. I think this one is another weird one. It's so weird too. You know, we've been talking about funny, weird, but this one is weird. In the house back then, normally whenever we want to make stew, we always kill goat. I don't know if you can remember. Yeah, we always kill goat. So I have this. I have a younger. I have a younger brother called Chike, okay? So back then he doesn't really like entering the kitchen.
He doesn't enter
In fact, he doesn't enter the kitchen. He just likes when food is ready, he's being called, come and take your food and all that. So what they were, we killed the goats in the house, okay, at the back of the house. We killed the goats and we were preparing stew with the goat meat, exactly. So after that, my brother just walked up to me. I was like, Sister Idi, I want to say something. No, I said, okay, go ahead. What is it? He said, hey, Shibi, this stew that we always eat is the goat's blood. I was like,
I don't understand.
Like, I don't understand. Like, at first I thought maybe I didn't hear him well or something, you know. And so I wanted him to go. I wanted him to say it again. He said, I thought that like they prepare stew with goat blood.
That's weird.
My goodness, that's so weird.
He was serious.
He was serious. I said, which one is goat's blood again? He said, honestly, that he thought maybe all the stew that we've been preparing is with the...
Oh, because we kill goats.
Exactly.
Because it's goats. Oh my
because
God.
Whenever we want to make stew back then, we always use goats. So we always kill the goats in the house there. So he was thinking, like, it was so weird. Like, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my God.
It was so weird.
And he was serious.
He was so
serious. I can
serious.
imagine Chicken saying this thing with a serious face.
With a serious face.
It's not goat's blood.
Like, I was just looking at his face. Like, my eyes popped out. I was like, you're serious. Goat's blood. That's what we've been using to make stew all this while.
I remember this one. This one is for my mom. My mom was in the kitchen.
My mom can be dramatic.
My mom is very, very dramatic. So I think at that point our septic tank fell. You know there's one in the kitchen.
Oh, I know the story. I know. I didn't remember the story. Oh my God.
So our septic tank in the kitchen fell. My mom was in the kitchen. I don't even know what happened. My mom was just upset. We were cooking. My mom was just upset. She was just shouting. She was just shouting. I told her. Oh Gigi is my mom's, like, that's my dad's nickname for my mom. Oh Gigi, why you getting a bamba? Why are you shouting? Gigi, why you? That's a bam. I'm glad Gigi, why you? This is how my mom was talking. My mom was vibrating. The septic tank was open in the kitchen, right? So the guys were working on it, but they did not finish working. I think they were supposed to come the next day and then close it up. So it was just open. Like, when I say open, like 6 feet open in the kitchen. So we have to do one side in the kitchen. Like, we have to go in one side.
Exactly.
So like we fall into it.
We're always very careful about that.
My friend was telling her to calm down. My mom was shouting. To be honest, I cannot remember. Next thing I remember, my mom was shouting. She didn't know she was going back with her bag. She didn't know she was walking back with her bag. And she was carrying. I think she was carrying meat or something. Next thing my mom, see guys, my mom, God loves my mom because there's no reason why my mom should not have sustained a head injury or broken something. My mom fell into it. My mom fell inside the hole in the kitchen. You know that thing they'll be telling her, you stand down, it's okay, she's shouting. And she fell in. Everybody started. God, it was such a serious moment. Everybody started laughing. Everybody, it was my dad that went to that. I think we put that down. When she came out,
Oh my God.
she was crying.
She was humble.
My mom, when she came out, she was, oh my God, I'm scared. When she came out, she was very, very quiet. God, every time we remember this thing, it's so hilarious. The way she fell.
The way she fell was so funny. And I'm just even thinking right now, why did I remember this story? Because this one is so funny. Honestly, guys, when she came out, she was so humble. Like, she couldn't say anything. She was so quiet.
Okay, at this point, I think we are done. Oh my God, we laughed our heads off. Please share your hilarious family or your childhood experiences that you would never forget. Things that when you remember you start laughing, just share it in the comment section. Yeah, this video doesn't have any moral. Just enjoy your childhood, love up on your family. That's the moral of this story.
Honestly.
And maybe you call up your siblings, actually. Call your siblings and remember or remind them of childhood experiences that you guys just have a good laugh.
Yeah.
Because with the way this country is going right now, create your own comedy by yourself. So just
Honestly, we need it.
and yeah, call your family members, remind them of a childhood experience, a hilarious childhood experience, and just laugh it out. And yeah. I think that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for coming on my channel, and it was such a delight having you. Before you go back.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. See you guys in my next video. Bye for now.
Oh, wow.